It took me months to know that Chris Stussy vibe, but now I'm gonna teach you how to achieve that same vibe in just 6 minutes. Mainly inspired by Stussy's hits as Desire and All Night Long. And by the end of this video you got all the tools to create hits like Stussy himself, so let's straight dive into it. First set the BPM to around 134. Then we're gonna start off with a vocal. Chris Stussy uses a lot of those dreamy vocals as you can hear in these tracks. So let's open up the After Hours pack, the vocal tab, and just go for the first one.
Feeling my desire, baby.
And drag in the full stem, something like this. And I just cut out a snippet. Let's go for these 8 bars. And then I want to cut out these ad-libs at the end to use in the drop later on. Then add some reverb and delay to it to put it in a really big room. A lot of the times Chris Stussy uses a vocoder on his vocal as well. But first we need to lay down the chords. Let's continue with that minimal house piano and then a new Serum. Go to the After Hours pack and pick a chord sound. Then go for this multi-sample piano preset and write the chords with it. Let's start off on a root note. Make the basic chord with an inversion. Then go up. And inverse this one as well. Together with a small melody riff. And then just duplicate it and make a small variation. Something like this. It's really groovy, but we need to mix it some more. So first get rid of the low end. Remove some harshness with Soothe. Then make it stereo. And some delay. And reverb. So then we're gonna create a typical vocoder effect I talked earlier about. So copy over the vocal and the MIDI in a new empty Serum. Make steady chords like this. Paste it under the vocal. Then route both the vocal and the synth to a new mixer channel. Then add in a vocoder plugin. Pick for the modulator the vocal and for the carrier the synth. Something like this. So now the vocal is following the chords. And just mix it, remove the low end, put it in stereo. And give it some reverb and delay. It's a really heavy effect, so we need to mix it in at a really low volume. Just around here so you can barely hear it, but it's just there for the feels. So that's how you achieve that Chris Stussy style vocal effect. Now we're gonna continue with the Chris Stussy style drums. Again, using samples from the pack. Let's go for this really thumpy kick. And combine it with a 99 clap. And open head at the offbeat. It's quite a long open head, so we need to shorten it to around here. And then layer every second one. Just to keep it interesting, sounding like this. And then combine it with a top loop from the pack. Just for some more groove. Something like this, really adding in the groove. With all the percussion sweeps. Arrange it like this and add a crash to it as well. And then the last thing I want to do is add a snare build to it, right at the end of the drop. And a really low volume. Just like this, add some sort of a drum fill. And then combine it with this local automation like this. That's solid, so altogether the drums sound like this. Now we're gonna continue with the bass sound and a new Serum. And again, pick a preset from the pack. Really like the top end in this one, so Let's make a melody with it. Starting off on the root and follow the chords we made earlier. Yeah, that's solid, the octave switch. And make a little variation right here. So just duplicate it, because it's only a 2-bar progression. So I do like how the sub is sounding in this one, but I don't like the low end. Duplicate it. And use this preset instead for the sub end. And then to make the kick and bass a bit more powerful, I route them both to a kick and bass channel. Add some compression to glue them together. And then I added in an EQ and an R bass to boost the sub end around 58 Hz around here, just to warm up the low end some more. So that's it for the bass sounds. We got quite a cool foundation ready, so now it's time to spice it up with those typical minimal melodies. First, add in a Serum pickup plug sound. Let's go for this saw one and make some sort of an ARP sound. So this is the scale we're working in, and I want to work around the 4th and the 5th note. These notes tend to work perfectly for some ARPs. Just like this. Don't overcomplicate it. And back to the third. Was already doing too much, so remove the last bit. So this will be our ARP. Then we're gonna mix it. Open it up with some OTT. Remove the lows. Some delay. Reverb. And make it really stereo. On top of the other stuff, it sounds like this. Really works well. And then make the variation after 8 bars to keep it interesting. Stussy uses quite a lot of those M1 plugs in, for example, these tracks. So we're gonna do the same. Let's use this sine plug. And again, work on the 5th note of the scale. Duplicate the riff and make a little melodic variation by going up to the root. Yeah, that's solid. So we'll be using this melody in the second part of the drop. Like this. Yeah, that's solid. So we only need to copy over the drums and add in some ambiances. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I quickly arranged the track by copying over the drums to the second part of the drop. Making this little stutter fill, adding some ambiances to it, a really low volume. Then I copy the drums over to the build-up breakdown around here with just the top loop, kick and clap, together with this ambience kind of chord, something like this. And even drop in a vocal. Then falling into the breakdown. The simple reese bass. The vocals. Snare build. Creating a really minimal build up. Like this. So all the elements are really minimal, but that's how you make a Chris Stussy style drop. I think the final result turned out really dope, so let me know what you think about as well in the comments. Besides that, if you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.